Hey, what's up everyone? It's Wallace out here again, and I am bringing you a gameplay on the map Jungle. I just want to say, anybody that's watching this video right now, you are so sexy. I think you are sexy as hell, and I would like to take you, strip you down, and rape you. No homo. Actually, homo. Homo and no homo. Anyway, this is going to be sort of a longer game. I'm not using any perks, any kill streaks, and you want to know why? It's because I'm playing Team Deathmatch Pure. You probably don't see a lot of this gameplay. These games I'm probably going to be posting on the regular because with these games, with these longer games, are going to come some tips and tricks I use to play on this map or the maps I play on. Now, Team Deathmatch Pure is a great game type to play. It's all gun and it's really entertaining to watch and to play because I know you guys don't like seeing chopper gunners. I don't like using chopper gunners. They're boring as hell. I'd rather use the Blackbird as my highest kill streak and run around getting gun kills, cause that's more fun for me. But anyway, let's get on with this little, I don't know, demonstration or whatever you want to call it. This little self-help thing. So how you want to play this map? Well, first of all, let me start off by saying that this is a really big map. So you want to start off by choosing the right equipment for this map. So what you want to do is choose a longer gun because this is a big map. You have to look down far sights and you don't want to have a small gun because you get enough hit markers as it is. So if your aim's not right, if you're not on point with your aim, you're gonna die because somebody's gonna have a longer gun. So make sure you have a longer gun. I would recommend either the Commando if you have it. If not, go with the Galil or the Enfield. Other than that, I think you could use whatever you want, but those are the ones I'd recommend. So after you pick your gun, you can pick whatever perks. Perks don't really matter because I'm not using perks in this game, and you'll see what the score I get that perks are and everything. Perks and kill streaks are really nothing if you know how to play the game. So what you want to do after you pick the gun is, first of all, make sure that you have, I don't want to say good teammates, but make sure that you always know where your teammates are. Look at the mini map at all times because you always want to know where your teammates are because that'll tell you where the enemy's spawning. So you see how the teammates are behind me now? I know the enemies are going to come from this side. Sometimes the spawns are sporadic and the enemies come from all over, so I might get killed from behind, but I make sure I stay looking at where the enemies are. Now you might notice that this gameplay is what some people will call a little campy. I do not call this campy at all. I don't give a fuck what you say. This is not camping at all. Camping is sitting in a dark corner, like let's say in a map called Hanoi, and where those little floodlights go back and forth, you're sitting in a corner with no way to get around or behind or anywhere near you except for throwing a Semtex. That's the only way to kill you. You're sitting in a corner in the dark, waiting for somebody to come at you with a silenced gun with a scavenger on, and that's all you do for the rest of the map. That is camping. What I am doing, I'm patrolling an area. This whole hill right here, this top side where all the shacks are, this is patrolling an area, and that's what I'm doing. I want to make sure that I can keep this, and see, I pick up an Enfield because I know I get killed anyway, but I pick up an Enfield because I know that'll help me out because it's a long gun and I can see down the sights better. So like I was saying, this is not camping at all. I'm patrolling this hilltop because this is where most of the action takes place. This is where shit goes down. Up here on this hill. If you leave, you're not gonna find anyone except if you go on Campers Rock, and they'll probably kill you over and over. You want to stay here, pick off people, make sure you're getting the kills, and just stay here because they will come back to you. You do not have to go anywhere once you're on this hill. This, let me say, this is basically a game of King of the Hill. That's what I'm gonna call it. This map is a game of King of the Hill. This hill is your domain. You keep this hill. I don't give a damn what anyone says. You stay on this hill. You make this hill your own. You're patrolling this is a huge quadrant. You're patrolling this entire quadrant, this entire area, making sure nobody comes, takes your spot. Because once somebody comes, once they become king of the hill, they're gonna do the same thing to you. They will do the same thing, and if you're not playing Team Deathmatch Pure, They'll rack up a kill streak, get a chopper gunner, get dogs, and they will just go to town on your team. They'll go to town on that ass. No joke. They will do the same thing I'm doing now to you. So make sure that you patrol the area. Next, you want to make sure you use cover in this game. This game does not have a lot of cover. So when you find cover, you use it. Because I think people that run around and get shot up are basically idiots. Unless you're, let's say, above average, which I'm an average player, so I'm gonna have to use and ladder fail and another ladder fail. You basically have to use cover if you're an average player. You have to, because if you're not a try-hard player, or if you don't play games enough to like have quick reaction, like at the drop of a hat, you're gonna have to use cover because the other person will be faster than you. So you have to make sure that you're protected from their bullets, because if you're not, you're ultimately gonna die every time. So I make sure I have enough cover wherever I go. I sneak around back. I try to avoid as much frontal action, full frontal. I know that's what you guys like, full frontal. Yeah, I try to avoid full frontal as much as possible. I try to avoid gun-on-gun fights because ultimately I'll probably lose every time. So see here, I'm using this cover to make sure nobody shoot me from the front. You want to make sure you always have cover, because if you don't have cover, you will die on this map. This map is an open area. It's a wide open area. So if you're not on this hill and you're downstairs or down at the bottom of the hill where there's no cover, you're probably gonna lose. Ultimately, you're gonna lose every gunfight. Because look, I'm at cover right now, and I'm almost losing the gunfight. But I have a long gun, I have cover, so I'm good. Now, lastly, what you want to do is make sure that everyone is playing. You have to make sure your teammates are positioned in a place where they're not all in groups. Make sure you remove yourself from the pack in this map. You have to make sure you remove yourself. If you're in a group, they will swarm you. If you're in a group, they will swarm you by throwing, because this is an open area, like I said, and if they throw something, it's inevitably gonna hit you. Inevitably? Yeah, inevitably. It's inevitably gonna hit you. So you want to make sure that you're away from the group. See where I'm at? There's probably one person around me. He's not even playing the game. If you look at the triangle at the side, he's not playing the game. Everybody else is doing their own thing. I'm making sure I'm patrolling this side of the area, because this is where I see my teammates are at the back. Because I'm basically carrying the team right now. I'm carrying them as usual. And you want to make sure that you have full view of where the enemy's going to spawn and away from most of your teammates, so that you're not basically trapped in a certain area and getting killed constantly. So yeah, those are my tips to playing on this map, to being good on this map if you're not a freaking modder, freaking modded controller using Turtle Beach headset wearing garbage player. I'm not garbage, I'm sorry. I apologize to all you Turtle Beach headset wearers. Anyway, this game is over. 31-4. Later.